Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was sitting up here minding my own business. It's 11 o'clock on the 1st of September, almost the 2nd of September, because it's in the PM, not the AM. You know about the M's? You got to stay away from them M's, because them M's, when you add them together, man, that junk got so much toxicity in it. I would rather eat Skittles than to eat some M's. All right, anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we have a software that we installed. Watch this, not that one, but this one. Now, this is one of them GPTs. Now, look, I started this video and it didn't work out. So I downloaded this GPT because I want to ask, as I'm on the cell phone, so I want to ask a question. I don't know this GPT, but we're going to ask a question. Question about taxes. Uh-oh. It says my microphone not available because I'm using it for. Let's see if it's capable. Now, like I said, it may not let me have the audio. I can certainly help with general questions about taxes. I don't know who programmed this thing, so I ain't understood. Please go ahead with your question. Now, a lot of people have been told about taxes. Let me explain something about taxes, about write-offs, because, write-offs needs improvement. There you go. No, I don't feel like answering no questions. Now, hold on. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you can't write that off and you can't write that off, because a lot of people do itemizations. They write off meals and travel and medical. They write off all of that junk. Don't do it that way. Write it off as a lump group whole activity thing. Write it off as a net operating loss. Now hold on, let's see what it had to say. Sounds like I am looking to understand how to utilize a net operating loss and what categories can be used for write-offs. Now here are some. Business operating expenses. See, there you go. Operating business. And the cost of goods sold, don't care about that. Depreciation, don't care about that. Professional services, don't care about that. Advertising and marketing expenses, maybe. Interest expenses, possibly. Travel and meals, no. Hold on. I'm sorry, it's in the wrong spot. And I gotta move it out of that spot. So I apologize. Gotta do that. Okay, I apologize for that. Let's see if it understood. Oh, I apologize for the misunderstanding. Net operating losses can be treated differently. Now, here's a concise overview of how net operating losses work. See, most of y'all don't understand. Itemization, where you itemize everything, business expense, car expense, medical expense, you do all of that junk, you divide it up. No, 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 no. Businesses do net operating losses, okay? And when you do it as a business and you fill out the Schedule C, that means you are calculating your taxes because you're doing it as a business. You're calculating your taxes after expenses, not before. You do it as a personal and you just screwed. So you want to do it as a business, as a net operating loss, and as a sole proprietor. Now you got the carry back and the carry forward reporting net operating losses and consideration. See, it gave me some consideration and recommendations. Okay, you notice it didn't do any itemizations. Now remember, I told him I paid taxes and I wanted to write it off as a net operating loss because it's a business expense, and it didn't give me no argument or nothing. Okay, but I had to set it straight. Now that I set it straight, I realized it ain't smarter than I am. Now look, I'm going to give some of you advanced people out there some nuggets that you might be able to do something with, because I shared it twice with others and I'm going to share it with y'all. Life insurance, car insurance, health insurance. Many of you guys don't realize that those policies are promissory notes. And if they have a maturity date, that means if the policy lasts for greater than a year, well, greater than 9 months, it's a security under the Securities Act of 1933. So watch this. Stop listening. Now, look at that. It got mad. Car insurance, blah, 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 blah. Are classified differently. Now watch this. Stop listening. Thank you. Now, hold on now. For sharing my perspective. Indeed. Defines for the most. No, hold on. This, like I said, is for the advanced people. I appreciate your interest in the topic. I cannot provide specific legal interpretations. Watch this. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. If you have a specific question, tick, 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 tick. I apologize for not directly addressing your earlier question. The Securities Act, securities broadly includes stocks and bonds and investment certificates. Look at that. May be classified as securities because they are sold and pooled as investments. Now, Federal Reserve Act, what can be considered securities, including promissory notes? If any insurance policy functions similar to a promissory note, it's a promise to pay monthly premiums. It could meet the definition under Title IV. Look at that. Trading markets, financial products, blah, 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 for a specific. The unique thing about it is it didn't argue with me like the other ones would do. I apologize for not providing specific answers. It says it covers various financial instruments, including promissory notes and investment contracts. Life insurance policies that have a significant investment component can be considered securities. Of course, a life insurance policy, it gains maturity and it gains interest if they involve investment risk. And the Federal Reserve Act, Section 4, defines promissory notes, and they also include certain other insurance products if they are structured as such and involve pledged to pay dividends or returns. It doesn't say nothing about dividends or returns. The classification can depend on specific characteristics. If you have any specific questions, okay, shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, what that exercise is for those people who don't understand that a life insurance policy, a title insurance policy, a car insurance policy, a home insurance policy, a medical insurance policy, otherwise known as a health insurance policy. All of these insurance policies involve a promise to pay. I promise to pay you every month or every year or every quarter, blah, blah, blah. And what you don't know is on the back end, you're giving them permission to pool and service that note. Because it is a note. That's how they make their money. It's not your monthly premiums that cause them to make that money. Now, see, when y'all dealing with State Farm and all of that, and y'all have insurance on your property, or even when they drop your policy, hold on now. It's a promissory note. Your promissory note is being received by an agent of the Federal Reserve. Hold on, let me see if I can prove this to y'all. Oh, you guys need to understand, all of them insurance companies are banks. Hold on now. It says Insurance companies can indeed be involved in financial operations similar to banking institutions, particularly when they offer products that include investment components under certain regulatory frameworks, including the Federal Reserve Act and laws like the Check 21st Act. Insurers may engage in activities that allow them to operate as financial institutions. Well, look at there. Look at there, look at there, look at there. So when you guys are dealing with your, pay attention, insurance companies, you are the holder in due course of the promissory note. Your contract is a promissory note because you're promising to pay them a certain amount and they're promising to give you services. Yay! Now hold on now, I ain't stopped. Those of y'all who understand OID, yeah, y'all gonna catch on to things in a minute. The people who are already advanced, this is for you, okay? Now, hold on, we ain't finished. Did you know that your account with the electric company, the gas company, the phone company, do you know that you're not on a month-to-month with none of them companies? That all of your bills are annually? Go ahead and look at your bill and see if it doesn't give you an annual average. Okay? Those are annual policies. They have interest associated with them. They have a maturity date. Better pay attention. Gas bill, light bill, phone bill. You feel me? Leases are promissory notes. Shh, don't tell nobody. Go back and read the Federal Reserve Act sections as I just showed you as to what constitutes a promissory note and when you deliver it to an agent of the Federal Reserve. Remember, when they engage in banking business, they become an agent of the Federal Reserve. Don't believe me? Go and look at the Check 21st Act. Not going to keep talking about stuff like this because I really don't like talking about this stuff, but a lot of you guys just don't know this stuff. Whew. Now, I got to go because it's 11:23. It's time for me to go nighty-night, sleepy-weepy. Bye-bye.